It's a standard alternative to a Helles or a lager.
Right.
But there is also not only an Artemis Saison, there is a Mecury Saison.
Right. Thank you so much. So yeah, so this is the Mecury, which is again also a core brand that we have. This one is made with rye. Very similar recipe as the Artemis, so just swap the rye, the spell
for the rye.
Exactly. Same IBU, same yeast, same exact thing. With the only difference that this is an assemblage, meaning it's partially barrel aged. So we always do a new assemblage or slash blend each and every year, or more or less each and every year, depending on the, let's say, the volume that you have to push out. In terms of the sensory, obviously, because there is an influence from like a barrel aged component within the beer, which is again really high actually if you compare it to other beers which are made as a core brand year round. 50% is really high if you compare it to others, which then also adds a lot of like this vinous character to the beer. So there is a lot of gooseberry, the wine character itself, obviously, depending on what barrels we use for that assemblage. Just to be closer to, let's say, a lighter, fizzy, like beer, which is very reminiscent of a white wine, right? Because as you also said, I mean, white is still a really big culture within Switzerland, so people actually have a good understanding of what wine is within Switzerland, apart from maybe the, let's say, again, older styles, be it like vin naturel or the natural wines. And this actually tries to get, so with this beer we actually try to get into this like kind of gap, to have an alternative for wine drinkers, which is however lighter but gives you the same kind of sensory experience.
For me there's a deepness through the barrel aging, as well as a different sweetness, which is not substituted but next to the classic sweetness of the style of the Saison with the acidity. I think it's a very balanced beer.
Right,
I think it increases actually the drinkability, as well as the complexity of flavor.
Right.
And for me personally, that's a great reason to produce that beer in that style, not only the classical Artemis Saison, but the Mecury Saison as well.
Right.